is to feed you with the basics of trading forex, and then I love to put it into three categories. Now, learning how to master the market and make consistent profits require three things. The first thing is to understand the technicals. And what do I mean by technicals? The support and resistance, all the tools, all the technical tools that is being used for technical analysis, all the things that we need for technical analysis. For analysis generally, it's not just technicals. We have technical analysis, we have fundamental analysis. So all of those still fall under the technicals. So that is the first thing. The second thing is the money management part of it. Now that's where you'll be learning, okay, how many pips should be my stop loss, how many pips should be my take profits, and all of that one after the other. And then after that has been learned, then we can now start talking about trading psychology. Now how to handle few losses here and there, how to make sure you stay long enough in the market, when you even when your stop loss consistently gets hit. And I must say this, that the goal of this training is not for you to take 10 trades and win all the 10. Nobody does that. So even if you win all the 10, you cannot win all the 20. So market will always do what it will do. Your goal is to make profit either ways. So let me go over the three things again: the technicals, the money management, and psychology. Now, but before we get into all of that, there are a few things we need to quickly um, understand. I mean, the terminologies that we'll probably be using. I want to quickly just fly over those ones so that we can get to do something more tangible tonight in tonight's class. So the work we'll be doing tonight, starting from the definition of some of those terminologies. Let me start with currency pairs. Now, what is Forex to start with? Forex is foreign exchange. And then now, so we are not doing anything in Forex if you don't trade currency pairs. So these are the currency pairs that you can trade. Once you open your um, what do you call it, MT4. Now, one of the things you have to do either before this class or after this class is for you to install your MT4 both on your laptop and also on your phone. Now, even though I tell people that you need to do your analysis on your system, on your laptop for wider screen and all of that, you also need it on your phone to be able to monitor your trade. Either you're on the move or you are in a place you can't use a laptop, anything like that. So now once you have set up your MT4, this is where you pick the currency pair. So USD, CHF, GU, these are pairs. For example, this is Euro USD, that is, of course, we all know Euros, and then USD, GBP USD, British pounds against the USD, USD CAD, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, USD, and then all of that, like that, like that, like that. So those are the pairs. And then that is not the only thing you can trade in Forex. You can trade many other things. So so we can trade that. We can as well trade other things. We can trade gold. We can trade we can trade sugar. We can trade a little bit of stocks. We can trade some crypto as well. So there's a couple of things we can trade with our MT4 app, and then with the broker you are working with. So the two things you need to get done before we even get to start with any class at all is to make sure that you install your MT4 on both laptop and system, and then also to have a broker account. So you are supposed to have created a demo account on a broker site. I'm not going to mention a broker here for so that I don't do um, marketing for any broker but we've mentioned a particular broker over and over again. You can as well go there and then just start. What you need is a demo account. So just start and make sure the balance of the demo account is as small as possible, and reasonable as possible. I love to tell people that make your demo account balance be something you can fund. When you are ready to fund a live account, how much will you be ready to start with? Whatever amount you're ready to start with, it will be a good thing for you to also do that same thing when you are doing your demo account, so that you can have a real feeling of how this money is going, increasing or decreasing in the market. So that said, let me quickly also put you through how to, set your chart, because if you open your MT4, this is not what you're going to see. So let me go back to what you are most likely going to see. Most likely going to see something like this. So how do you now turn it to something like this, something like this? So now, as you can see, I have my blue and red, so it all depends on you. You can use the color you want. So there are two ways to do this. You can as well press F8, or you can right click to come to properties. So either one you remember, just do it. So this is the settings of your MT4 interface. So what do you do here? You set it to what you want. So if you want the background to be black, leave it black. If you want it to be white like mine, change it to white. And then that means your foreground will probably be black. And then bar up, you want your bar up to be green. Depending on you, you want your bar down to be, let's use something else. Let's say yellow, just for, okay, let's not use, it looks hot somehow. I don't want to use blue, let's use purple. Now, and then blue candle, let's say green again, and then beer candle, um, beer candle, let's pick purple, and then you can leave the rest and you can change them if you want. So this grid line, so if you have any questions at any point, just drop it on the chat, please. So this line, this box-like line, this is where we remove them. Just show grid, remove it. And then once you have done all of that, just click OK. And then here we have what we want. So, and then you can, this is the stuff we had before. Now, this is the candlestick. So, this is it. So, now, the second part of this is that once you have edited it to what you want, now, another thing is this, you want to ask, so there's a line on my own, so how do I put a line? It's not just a line, it is called moving averages. It is 20 moving averages, that is 20 EMA, 20 exponential moving average. You can choose to use any one you want, but then the reason it's always on my chart is because I already set it as a template. So you can add it to yours. And how do you do that? Come to insert indicators, trend, moving average. Then let's say you prefer 30, set it to exponential or simple, choose the color you want. Let's leave it as red, or let's make it black. And then there you go. So you have your moving average already. Now, if you open another chart now, so let's say we open AU. Now you can see it's bringing the default setting. So does that mean that every time I open new chart, I will have to, set this thing again? No, no, you don't have to do that every time. You don't have to do that every time. So what do I need to do? So this particular one that you have edited, you just save it as templates. How do you do that? Come to chart, come to templates, and click on save templates. So what name do you want to save this template as? So let me just use test. Let me just use test. So you click save. Now, once you've been able to save the template here, so anytime you open a new chart, you just have to come to chart, template, come to chart, template, and then pick that template. Where's the template again? Test. So you can see it came out like the other one. So you don't have to start setting it up and down again. Came out just like the other one. just like you wanted it. That's the way it came out. So if you open another chart, let's say AJ, and then just come to chart, template, tests. So I hope you can get that now. So that's number one thing you're learning today. How to edit your MT4 interface to be able to carry out what you need, and then how to save that as a template. So for now, let me just close all of this and continue with my chart. So that's said and done. So by that, I'm sure you can create this kind of interface as you want, or as you prefer. So the next thing I would like to quickly talk about now is what are pips, and what do we call lots. So let me start with pips. Pips simply means price in percentage. But then when it comes to the application of it, this is what it means. Now, if we were able to buy means that we said price was going to go up. So if we're able to buy the market here, and then we wanted to take a profit at the current price. So what is the current price? The current price is 3054. Now, remember we bought at 3028. Now, the last digit, which is the fifth digit, is to be ignored. It's called pipette. We call it pipette. It's negligible, and that's why we don't consider it when doing stuff like this. So for pairs that are 4 digits, 5 digits, you have to ignore the last and then go with the rest. So now we enter at 3028 and price is currently at 30553. So how many pips have price moved? Let's quickly calculate. Let me pull out my calculator so that it will be easy. So we said 3028 and then minus 3053. So price has moved 25 pips. So that is what it means. So price have moved 25 pips. Hold that thought there. I will still come back to it. The second one, which is lot sizes. Now, if you're using a system, this is where the lot size is. Now, if you're using a phone, there's a way to, if you're using a phone to take a trade, there's a place to see all of that, and it's very simple. Now, what are losses? It is the major determinant of how much you make in the market and also how much you lose in the market. So you want to say, no, why is that? The pips, how markets move should determine that. Yes, market move is supposed to determine that, but the exact amount you make or lose is dependent on how much, or it's dependent on your lot sizes. So what am I saying? This is exactly what I'm saying. We have what we call the micro lots, the mini lots, and the standard lots. You can trade effectively on phone, but I always love to do analysis on your system. So once you've done analysis on your laptop, then you can, because if you go on Google today and search anything that has to do with trading, now most of the trading images you will see, let's even do that exercise so that I can show you what I really mean. Most of the trading trader, forex trader. I'm trying to Google search forex trader, and then so that I will show you images. So let me share the screen. Now look at all of these images. You can see that the images we are seeing here are people with big screen. Look at this, for example. Look at this. This guy is using both his phone and his laptop. Look at this. These are big screen. Look at this. Look at this. So this guy is using this screen. this screen, this screen. So look at this particular person. I mean, massive one. Now, all of this is not for fun. It's not fancy. It's not just is the bigger the screen, the better you can see the price movement. The better you can see the price movement. That's what we look at this guy. One, two, three screens. This is a retail trader like you and I. So look at this. Look at this. So trading with phone is possible, is good, but the best thing to use phone to do is to monitor. But when it comes to doing your analysis, there's nothing as good as using a laptop or a bigger screen. Now, the more you make money in this market, the more you want to increase your screen size. Look at this guy, one, two, three, four, five, six, and that's what we can see. We don't know what is on left, right, or the other side. We don't know what is on all of those sides. So, we don't know what is on all of those sides. So that is just telling us that, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say now. So you do your analysis on your laptop, and then you can now take trade or monitor trade um, on your phone. So, like I was saying, this we have what we call the micro um, lot size, which is 0.01. What does that mean? 0.01 simply means that you are risking 10 cents per pip. Pips means 10 cents per movement in the market. So if I take a trade based on this lot size, if price, remember that we said price moved 25 pips here. So with 0.01, how much would I have made? Now 25 pips on 0.01 is just $2.5. So that means I would have made $2.5 with the movement from here to here. I hope you're getting my point now. So this is a micro lot size. So let's go to the mini lot size. Mini lot size is 0.1. And then let me also say this 0.01 is not the only one in the micro category. So 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.04 down to 0.09 is still under what we are talking about. So 0.09 is 90 cents per pip. So let's move to the mini pip, which is 0.1. 0.1 simply means $1 per pip. So what does that mean? It means that if you have entered this trade with $1 per pip, we will have made $25, $1.25 in this trade. That is exactly what it means. So we will have made $25 in this trade. And if it has gone against us by 25 pips also, we will have probably lost $25 as well. So that's what a minute lot size is talking about. And then the next thing is just like we have 1 to 9 for micro, we also have 1 to 9 for mini. So the next one is standard lot. Standard lot is 1.0. 1.0 means $10 per pip. So if we had done this trade with 1.0, what does that mean? It means that for price to have moved in 5 pips, we will have made how much? 25 times 10, $250. We will have made $250. You can see the same trade, the same movement, different money made. So one person made $2.5, another person made $25, another person made $250. So it all depends on the lot sizes. And then one thing that determines your lot size is also not determine, but that advises your lot sizes also is your capital. You cannot be using a standard lot on a very small capital of $200, $500, and the likes. You cannot. You'll be risking too much because once you have your capital, all you just have to say is that now with the lot sizes I want to start using, how many pips do I need the market to go against me before I lose this money totally? So what am I saying? If you are using, if you have a $10 account, for example, even though I don't advise you to do an account that low, but then let me just use it for example. You have a $10 account and then you are trading with 0.01 consistently. Now, for you to blow that $10 account, you will need 100 pips to go. You will need market to go against you by 100 pips for them for that account to be gone. So, and then it's unless you keep losing consistently and all of that, that's when you can have $100. I mean, all of that. Of course, anything is possible depending on what you trade. If you don't use stop loss, that trade can take you out in any time at all. So, um, if you use 0.1, you use 0.1, this is $1 per pip. $1 per pip. So what does that mean? That simply means that we are um, if you use 0.1 on a $10 account, that means by just 10 pips against you, your account will be up in flames. So, and that is very achievable. Even the right trade from an expert can go against you by 10 pips before going to enter profit. So that means your account would not even last a day or so. Now imagine using a standard lot. So which is $10 per pip. That means just one pip against you and your account is gone. Of course, most um, most broker would not even allow you to take standard lot on a $10 account. So let's not even talk about. So I hope you've been able to understand the pips, the lot size, and other things I've spoken about so far. So um, to to go forward, how do I start trading? What are the things I need to start trading? I mentioned that you need your broker, you need to create a demo account, you need to understand what are pips, what are lot sizes. You need to now look at this and say, okay, what are the currency pair I want to trade? Okay, and all of that. So now I just did this class tonight so that we can get the foundation really very well. So if there's any question, just drop it on the chat now so that I can answer them. Now, this is what we're going to do for tonight to understand the PEEP, the lots, and all of that. So in the next class, which is going to be tomorrow, now what I want to do now is to have, since most people are busy during the week, let's just have weekend classes back to back. So we just do Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then for as long as we can. So tomorrow is another day and we will continue. So for tonight, go over the video again. I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel and send you the link. So we'll go over the video again. Master anything you need to master. If you have any question, just ask and I will surely reply and then explain them better. So do we have any question tonight? Okay, so no question for now. So in the absence of any question or contribution, just permit me to end the class tonight and then we'll see again tomorrow. And then in tomorrow's class, I will be dealing with, the first thing you need to do once you open your chat. You're welcome, sir. So next class, I'll be dealing with what you need to do immediately you open your chat. So have a good night rest.